Can you see that car over there? That's the 2022 Volkswagen Polo. And hey guys, this is an old particle from Techie Paddy and welcome back to another video, and we are going to be doing a walk around of this car. So let's just get down onto my parking lot and let's go and do a quick walk around of this Volkswagen Polo. So without wasting further ado, let's begin. So as you can see guys, this is the Volkswagen Polo and it is the 2022 model, and from the registration it is written it is a 2022 registered. And as you can see, this is the front side of the car. These are the LED headlamps over here, and since this is the base variant, it doesn't get any fog lamps as such or anything here. But usually in the Polo, the new style Polo, they have this line, as you can see, as an LED daytime running light, so which is not there in this car because this is a base model. I'll show you how it looks like. Maybe let me just use the key, and the key is a very simple key. You can see this is a simple Volkswagen key, a very typical one. Right now you can see the indicator just flashed. Just lock the car again, and let's move on to this side and I'll talk about I'll show you a picture of the LED lights over here when it is kind of dark. I can't be able to see right now, or maybe when I start the car I'll show you. And as you can see from the side, that this is the category what we have here is a super mini category over here, and this falls in the super mini category. Honestly, for an Indian user, this kind of falls in the premium hatchback category over here, just like a Baleno or a Skoda Fabia back then, etc. So on an i20 technically, but i20 now falls in the league of the Polo, the Golf or something like that. But you can see on the side that this looks like a typical shaped Polo, and this is a very familiar design on this side as we have seen in the older Polo also. And since this is the base variant, this is the light variant, you can see that these are the 15 inches alloy wheel, and the tire size is 185, 65, R15. These are the alloy wheels over here. The upper variants you get are with the 16 inches or the 17 inches as per the trims and so on. This is the life variant, so you get the style variant and the other variants on the top. And moving around, I like this color actually, the gray color you can see here. At the back side you can see that this is a typical extended tail lights over here. So this is a design which is inspired from the Volkswagen Golf, and the earlier Polo of this the similar size, the similar Polo had an earlier version before this facelifted version came out, where the lights are till here, just like the simple original Polo, and now they have extended this, and I actually like this design. And I guess these are all LEDs, so let me just put a picture on the screen when at night when these LED lights are lit up, and you get the reverse wash wipe. That's a very good sign, and you get the defoggers here, and you get a antenna over here. I wished in this model they could get the shark fin antenna, but that's all right because of the price budgeting and so on. And I guess that's all. You have to fill a cap on the right over here, and this is the car courtesy of Europe Car, and I got this on rental for a few days so I could review this. As you can see that the bumper is pretty clean, and you do not have any reverse parking sensors nor camera because this is the base model. So good luck good luck on your reverse parking skills. And at the bottom you can see that you have the exhaust tailpipe right over there, so it's on the left hand side. Let's unlock the car and I will open up the boot and show you. So again, we have the typical Volkswagen key, as I mentioned. You can also press this and just open the boot. You saw the LED light just start up, and it doesn't open any of the doors. Sorry for that. And this is a 351 liter boot space right over here. I don't see any light. Oh, I see a light here, but I don't see any 3.5 any charging sockets over here to attach your vacuum cleaner or anything over here. So I think it's missing in this variant. And if you pull up the parcel tray, you can see that this is a tire repair kit and a towing hook. There is no spare tire in it, as they do not nowadays provide in it. And I don't see any tire repair kit also in the following thing, so that's absurd. That I don't know why that is happening. And this is the rear parcel shelf, which can be completely removed and I think this has a kind of a higher loading lift, so I don't know how much of the suitcase will fit. I think one big suitcase and two smaller suitcases should be more than sufficient enough. 351 liters of boot space is equivalent to a Ford EcoSports boot technically. And these seats, if you can see, there's a split, so this is a 60-40 split, and they can be pushed forward and done and etc. And you have the rear parcel shelf over here. Some cars in the rental agencies do not provide a rear parcel shelf, but that's good. And I guess that's it. The only thing I didn't like is that usually there was a hook here, a handle here to pull down the boot, but unfortunately this is not here, so I guess you have to hold it. And I'll just put back this bag again. Maybe I'll put it back later. I'll finish the review. And now let's unlock the car and let me show you what's in the back seat. So once I unlock the car, the mirrors will fold up, and let's see the back seat first. So at the back side you can see that although this is the base variant, you get power windows, a very good sign because you don't get them right over here. Considering what is here, I don't know. So this newer Polo has a better space than the previous Polo, but I will now I'll place my camera somewhere over there and sit and show you, because this is adjusted to my driving positions and so on. Over here you get a USB Type-C port. I'm a person who still uses a USB cable, so my phone won't be charged with this, so you need a USB Type-C to Type-C again in this. And before that, let me just place my camera over there, sit in the car and show you the rear and leg space and so on. So stepping behind in this Volkswagen Polo right over here, you can see that this is adjusted to my driving position and etc. And let me just close the door while I can talk to you peacefully. That's it. Thank God the camera didn't fall. So initial impressions, it's good. I mean, yes, the space is a bit tight, but you get a pretty good amount of leg room here. This is according to my driving position. This is according to my height, what I feel. The under thigh support is lacking, so this could have been a bit better. You sit a bit downward towards the floor, but you get a good amount of this window pane over here. You get also a quarter glass back here, because of which you will be able to kind of get a more area feeling in this. Fun fact, the area feeling is also due to the fact that the interior color what has been used on the roof liner, as well as the B columns, and the C and the D columns, etc. This combination is good. Although this is black seats, because of this beige whitish interior, this gives a pretty good amount of feeling here. You don't feel claustrophobic, because in the cars I have driven, I have driven a Vauxhall Corsa 2022 or 2021 or something like that, and I've driven an MG3. All of them had a black interior, but I felt a bit claustrophobic, but this is not. In fact, they had this, because of this quarter glass, you don't even have the problem of a blind spot also in this car. That's a very good thing what I like in this Polo, that they have cut out this quarter glass, and I'm very happy about it. About the other things is that except from the under thigh support, I don't find any problem here. The only grudge I still again have is this USB Type-C. Yes, we are moving towards the futuristic where all the cables USB will be scrapped and only Type-C will work here. But at present, I don't think majority of the people use USB Type-C other than the iPhone users, so they are good to charge from here. Also, you have these magazine holders over here, and you have the central hump here, which is kind of a big thing. I don't know whether the Polo in the Germany comes with a 4-wheel drive or not, because usually if 4-wheel drive cars are like this, then the hump transmission tunnel is high, so I'm not exactly sure. And let me try and just shift here. Yeah, see, if you sit in the middle, yeah, I mean, you still have good you still don't get actually an amount of knee room here. Under that support is anyways not that great. So Polo is, you know, a small first car is Polo, basically what I meant to say. And you get these lights on the top here, like these. I don't know whether this got on the camera or not, but yeah, you get these 3-pointer seat belts even in the middle row, so that's a pretty good thing. So safety has been taken care of like this, and that's all at the back seat. Nothing as such, anything you get here. I can see some airbag signs here, airbag, etc., because this car has 6 airbags in this car, if I'm not wrong, maybe. And I think the seat also has an airbag, if I'm not wrong. Anyways, let's now proceed to the front seat, and I'll talk about a bit of the front seat and what all do you get, the features and so on. So stepping inside this, first of all, when you open the door, you feel that heavy German feel of a Volkswagen. The doors are so good, they're so perfectly heavy. This is what I expect in an automobile, a heavy door, good protection. You get this lock and unlock switches here with a metallic finish chrome here. You get this piano black finish texture, something like that. It's pretty nice here. And this is all hard plastic. Over here you have the left side rear view mirror adjustment, outside rear view mirror adjustment, right side outside rear view mirror adjustment. And you do this, you can fold the outside rear view mirror, you can heat it here. Let's get it back to here. All 4 power windows are the one touch up and down. I said this in my previous video of the Hyundai Ioniq, that a car like Volkswagen does it, and why not a cars like Hyundai can do it. I mean, I saw Vauxhall Astra which also had it back in 2011. I mean, really, all of them have it. This is for the window lock and window unlock. You have some door pockets here, so I've just kept some stuff, and easily a 1-liter bottle will be able to fit here. Moving on, you can see that you have the headlight levelers over here, headlight control switch here. Right now, yes, this base model also gets automatic headlamps. I'm very happy about it. This is the normal, yeah, you heard that. That means the lights are on. So let's put it back on auto. This is for the high beam, this is for the proper light, this is for the parking lamps, this is for the rear fog light, because the car only gets a rear fog lamp, and this is for the headlight leveler switch. Moving on, you can see that this is a typical Volkswagen steering wheel, and you can see that I have seen this in the Volkswagen Tiguan. Okay, and the first time I saw this type of steering in the Volkswagen Tiguan, and even the infotainment, the driver display over here was seen first time in the Volkswagen Tiguan. Let me talk about the controls here. So on this side, you can see that this is the cruise control switches, and you can switch on and off the cruise control. This is for the lane keep assist switch. Yes, this car gets lane keep assist. I'm very happy about that this car gets that. You have the volume rockers right over here. Over here you have the track seeking button here. You have the voice command system. Unfortunately, since this is a rental car from Europe car, this voice command is not activated. It is for the navigation and so on. So you have to, when you click on this button, you have to purchase from the shop. That's the thing. This all is for the adjustment, and this view is for this thing. What do you want to view on that? Once I start the car, I'm going to show you. And you on the right hand side, left hand side, you have the indicator switch and the high park beam switches, etc. On the right hand side, you have the wiper control switches. Yes, these are automatic rain sensing wipers with the set adjustments to the different settings. Over here you can see, yes, you see that fingerprint magnet infotainment system. Yes, so I'm going to put on the screen the size of this infotainment system, but you can see this is already a fingerprint magnet. I hope Volkswagen can take care of something like this, because this is something not nice, this literally. And you have the aircon vents here, you have the AC controls. Yes, so the base variant gets manual AC, the other variant start getting climate control AC. This is the 5-speed manual gearbox, and this is mated to a 1-liter multi-point injection petrol, naturally aspirated petrol engine, producing about 80 horsepower and 93 Newton meters of torque. Over here you just get one button. You have this auto start stop of this thing. When you put the car in neutral, the car will auto start stop. You have the cigarette lighter here, but since this is the rental, the cap is missing. You have a central armrest right over here, which is extending like this, and you can open it and store something like this. The cubby hole is pretty small here. You can store some small items right over here, and that's it. Overall in this front thing, I'll show you the I'll start the car and show you. So that's the glove box over here, a pretty decently big size glove box, unlike what Peugeot and other European cars do, when the cars have a fuse box over there and this glove box is only this size. So that's very bad, and even this is repeated in the Vauxhall Corsas also, so that's something weird. And you have the SD card but slot over there too. I don't know whether you will be able to see, but that's there. I think this is a inside rear view mirror, which is autochromic, if I'm not wrong, because I don't see anything as a manual adjustment here. So this will be an autochromic mirror. I didn't experience that much. You have the sun visors right over here with a light. Hello. And again, you have over here is a sun visor with a light. You have this information setting service and this SOS button. I'm not going to press that. This is the sunglass holder. I've kept my sunglasses right over here. So now let's do one thing. Let me just close this door. It's pretty kind of cold and warm at the same time at the outside. The good part is, let me show you this. The hood switch is on this side. Yes, German cars, especially when we had the Skoda Fabia back in India, this thing was on the left hand side because it was a German design, and I'm very happy that Volkswagen decided to adapt to the right hand side also and do the same. And this is the OBD port right over here. The car agency has attached something here. Let me just start the car. This is the key here. I'm going to just turn on the ignition like this. I hope the media doesn't sound too bad, otherwise I'll get a bloody copyright. And yeah, it's not started. So let me just see if this starts up like this. It starts up like this. But see, yeah, I mean, you can see the my phone is already connected. I'm just going to mute it in case any audio plays or something. And initially it was a bit slow because it's just connecting. You get all these functions in this instrument and switch lighting, etc. and all that, and route guidance and something like that. Because the navigation is not embedded in this, you can't do anything in this and such. By the way, I forgot to tell you, this car gets wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I'm not making this up. I'm so happy that they have done this in this situation, that they have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay wireless. Let me show you how. You click on the app, it asks me select. I'll select on my Android Auto like this. And the proof, my phone is right over here. I'll just put it on mute, and it will start making ping pong noises. By the way, there are again USB Type-C ports right over here. And so again, I won't be able to connect my phone here. And here you can see that you have the Google Maps right over there. You can see that this is the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The Apple CarPlay I don't have, but Android Auto is wireless. You can see it's pretty nice. I'm very happy that Volkswagen did this, and this is giving me an ease of mind. So, you just keep the phone right over here. I'm not sure whether you get wireless charging there, but that's not wireless charging if I'm not wrong. But yeah, let me just go back to the main media thing here. That's fine. I muted the radio, but you can just switch on between them. Yeah, the radio is also there. The speakers are good. There are 4 speakers actually. 4 speakers and 2 tweeters. So one speaker, one tweeter, one speaker, one tweeter, one speaker, and 2 speakers at the back. And now let's talk about this infotainment system right over, instrument cluster over here. You can see that this is the normal speedometer. Now once I click the view button, it changes the display, what I need, etc. Keep on changing. You can display whatever you need. This is a normal speedometer, how you want it. This is the RPM meter, and this is just a normal speedometer without an RPM meter. Now what do you do to modify it? Now for example, I want to modify this. I don't want this. I want something else on this side. Just click on this button, and you can just select, toggle between these buttons and select what you want. Average consumption, the average set, gear lever, display, oil temperature, navigation, audio temperature, etc. Compass. Let's put compass and see what is happening. No, there is no compass. And let me place this again, and then let's go up, and let's go to the average consumption again, like this. Let's go for driving data. Let's keep the driving data right there. This also can be modified. Again, you press this button and you can have something different here. My query here is, I'm not sure why, but for example, I want to display the driver data here too. For example, okay, let me just press this again and show here. If I go to driver data and I want to show long term, for example, or maybe since refueling, I want to see this part over here. It changes this side also. So I'm not sure why that they couldn't integrate these two separately. So I don't know why this happened. I'm just going to switch it back to route because I usually use satellite navigation. So I'll just keep it back here. And yeah, Android Auto thing also comes up over here. I've tried it and it works. You have the fuel indicator right over there, and you have the temperature meter here, and just covered by a sticker responsibly and so on. And if you click on this button, see the infotainment screen, the instrument cluster, you can see it switch between the odometer and the other thing. But now if you want to keep set between the cruise control limiter, you click on this button, you see that options start coming up, and now you can scroll down using this controls over here, and you can say what do you want, a limiter, a cruise control system, lane keep assist, and so on. The other functions are present in the infotainment screen, which I will show you again. And that's all. I mean, this is how you set a cruise control, resume, cancel, plus, minus, etc. And that's all. Now let me show you some other data in this. Now, for example, I click on the car button here. It says start, this is the MPG, long term, this is thing, since refueling is this much, etc. And if I want to do any more setting, you can just go to this. The thing is, you know what, I like the animation of this. It's very fluid. You have the ESC system, which is, I mean, come on, man. You're giving an ESC button to activate from a touch screen. It should be a button. Like, there are so many things right over here. They could have just given a traction control on off switch over here. But that, never mind. So you have other options like light settings, automatic headlamp control in rain, and come home function, mirror and wiper, external mirror heating. I don't know why this didn't work. Even I started the car, it didn't work. Dim automatically when dark. They say this is an autochromic. I don't know whether this is an autochromic mirror. I didn't find that. Probably this may be. I'm not so sure. But you have wiper automatically in the rain and something like that. You have the instrument cluster. You want eco tips, so you don't want eco tips, etc. Others used to keep on putting it on the screen. Change gear, eco tip, this, that. I'm like, that's it. I want to rev a bit freely, so why can't I? So you have all these unit settings right over here also, and that's all. So this is the other data. You can click on this menu button right here, and you can see you have other options here. You can see this is the gesture control also you have like this. So that's a pretty good handy feature. So like this, if you do, just a finger only, it works, by the way. And you hear the sound also. Radio, Android Auto, vehicle, navigation. So navigation, if you say you can't enable this function because you have to purchase it from the shop, okay, fine, thank you. And that's it. I actually like this infotainment system, actually, honestly. This is a pretty good infotainment system. Not that laggy also. Yeah, initially starting it lagged, but that's not a problem, but that's okay. I mean, this is so good. The only, yeah, did you see something? Now this thing has gone down. My finger grows close. There you go. The sensor is here somewhere. Maybe here, maybe here. Which kind of identifies, okay, well, the finger is closed. So you can do this, you can do that, etc. Maybe let me do one thing. Let me just take the car a bit behind right now, because one of my building colleague needs to take out the car. So, and then let me get back. All right. So I have just taken the car back. I'm just standing right over there, but I'm just got the car back right over here. Let me just do one thing. Let me just fire up the engine and maybe make you hear how it sounds. Okay. 1, 2, 3. You can see here that this is a typical 3-cylinder sound in the car, and it basically is vibrating because it's a 1 liter MPI engine. I'll show you the engine bay also. So let me then turn off the car, and yeah, it says goodbye. Have you taken everything, your phone, everything, etc., etc., and then you can just go. You pull out the key. It gets the final data over here. Let me just pop up the hood. It's a heavy hood right over here, like this. I think when you have to, I think the hood can't be popped when the door is closed. So that's it. And nice thought. The lever is somewhere here. Finally, one go. Did you hear that? That's a Fiat 500L, and that's the Abarth edition. I hope you can hear me. So as you can see, this is the engine bay of the car, and this is the 1 liter MPI. 999cc technically, and it produces, it's a 3-cylinder unit. You can see that there are 3 intake manifolds over there, and this produces about 80 horsepower and so on. Everything seems to be in a very good condition here because this is a brand new car. I just maybe have to top up the washer fluid if needed, and this is how you can mount a hood and something. You also get hood insulation, and that's pretty good. And those are the wipers, dual bladed wipers, a typical German thing. I hope, because I've seen in the Volkswagen Tiguan they do not provide these dual bladed wipers anymore. So if you guys have a Volkswagen Tiguan or a Skoda Kushaq or any car right now made in India, please upgrade it to these dual bladed wipers, because they are the best wipers. And that's it. Let me just drop the hood, close it with the third. That's pretty good. Again, let me just step inside the car again so we can talk peacefully. And that's it. When you open the door, it says welcome like this. You heard this? How much noise is outside and how much noise is right now inside? Insulation is something very good. And that's all about this. Let me just switch the camera and talk. So guys, as you saw, this was a walk around of the Volkswagen Polo, the 2022. And definitely the driving vlog will come also after this. And since this is just a walk around, I split it into two because I want to give the most detail I can ever in this. And that's it from me for the walk around. If I've missed anything, just let me know and I shall then definitely work on it and let you guys know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel Techie Paddy, this is the first time. My name is Walkaround and this is my channel Techie Paddy. Do subscribe. If you have any comments or any feedback, please do leave it in the comment section of this video. Please share this video and I'll see you guys in my next video.